What would you say if I told you that you could provide gifts to your employees, or to yourself if you're a director, that are fully tax deductible, don't incur income tax, and don't incur national insurance contributions? You'd provide them, wouldn't you? Well, good news. Back in 2016, HMRC issued specific guidance that allows exactly that with what are known as trivial benefits. That's right, you can have your cake, you can eat it, and you don't need to didn't even deliver the punchline. And you don't even need to pay tax on it either. In this video, we'll be exploring trivial benefits. We'll be looking at what they are, what conditions you need to meet in order to not have to pay tax on them. We'll also be looking at any restrictions on trivial benefits and how those apply to directors, employees, and businesses. Before we begin, hi, I'm Joe. I'm the founder and managing partner of E-commerce Accountants. We're specialists in working with online and e-commerce businesses, and in particular, we love to work with small businesses. If you want specific, tailored help, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us by clicking the link in the description below. If you find this useful, please don't forget to click the like button. And also, if you've got any questions about trivial benefits, please put them in the comments and I'll be happy to help. So first of all, what is a trivial benefit? A trivial benefit is a gift or a perk that you give to an employee. Such benefits are tax-free if they meet specific criteria that's outlined by HMRC, which we'll go over in a moment. The aim of trivial benefits and the guidance that was provided by HMRC was to allow an employer to do this without needing to worry about any additional taxes or any additional costs associated with admin. What conditions need to be met for a benefit to be considered trivial? First and foremost, a trivial benefit must be for £50 or less, including VAT. That means that if you purchase something for £60, which might be standard rated, so it might actually be £50 plus VAT, it won't count because you've spent £60. Even though for accounting purposes, yes, you've spent £50 and you've got £10 of VAT that you're claiming, HMRC would see this as not a trivial benefit because it's above £50. So make sure you think about VAT when making a purchase for a trivial benefit. Number 2, the benefit must not be for cash or a voucher that can be exchanged for cash. It must not be a reward for an employee's hard work or for meeting any employee-related objectives. Essentially, if someone does a good job, this isn't considered a trivial benefit, it's actually considered a bonus. A trivial benefit must not be part of an employee's contract, so there should be no expectation that they will get this trivial benefit as part of working for you. And finally, it must not be part of any salary sacrifice agreement. Provided a benefit or a gift meets the conditions of being a trivial benefit, then it's completely tax-free for the business and the recipient of the gift. This means they're fully tax deductible against corporations tax. The recipient doesn't pay income tax or national insurance on the value of the benefit. The company doesn't pay national insurance contributions on the value of the benefit either. On top of all of this, you do not need to report them on Form P11D, which is also referred to as the benefit in kind form. So what if the benefit or the value of the benefit exceeds the £50 threshold? Unfortunately, if the value of a benefit is more than £50, then it's considered a taxable benefit and it must be reported on a P11D. And it's worth noting that it's not just the excess above the £50, it's the entire value of the benefit that must be reported. So if you purchase a gift that you give to your employee for £51, the entire amount is considered as a taxable benefit. Now that's all the nitty-gritty of what is a trivial benefit, but what are some actual examples of what trivial benefits are that you can buy for your employees, or yourself if you're a director? As long as the conditions are met, then you can buy the following. Number 1, taking your team for a birthday meal. It's worth noting with a meal that you don't need to spend time itemizing the receipt. HMRC have luckily issued guidance here also. They've said that as long as the average cost per head is less than £50, then it's a trivial benefit. Gift cards which cannot be exchanged for cash. Earlier, I mentioned that a trivial benefit cannot be cash, a cash voucher, or be exchangeable for cash. What do I mean by this? Essentially, vouchers come in two forms, cash vouchers and non-cash vouchers. As the name hopefully implies, a cash voucher is something that can be exchanged for money. For example, a premium bond or a postal order. Because a cash voucher can be exchanged for money, it's treated for tax purposes as if you were given money. Therefore, if a cash voucher is given, it must be processed through the payroll as if it were regular pay. What is a non-cash voucher? Well, this is a voucher which can be exchanged for anything other than cash. Non-cash vouchers are a trivial benefit. Most high street retailers or online stores that issue vouchers that you can use to exchange for goods, well, these are considered non-cash vouchers. For example, Amazon, Google Pay, or any form of high street store. A technical point here that's worth noting is that the cash value of a non-cash voucher is deemed to be the value that a business actually paid when buying it, not the value on the voucher. So if a business used its economic buying power to buy vouchers in bulk, let's say it bought £100 vouchers, but it bought them in such a large quantity that it actually worked out that each voucher cost £50, then this would mean that the cash equivalent for the business was £50, meaning that this would be a trivial benefit. Number 3, we mentioned a birthday meal, but if you don't want to take your entire team out, what about giving them a birthday gift? For example, a cup of tea, a box of chocolates, flowers, a bottle of wine, anything that costs less than £50. Aside from birthdays, you can also buy seasonal gifts. For example, a Christmas hamper, an Easter egg, or even fireworks on bonfire night or Diwali. Yep, fireworks. These are just ideas that we've written down. It doesn't mean that it's only limited to these sorts of things. It's just to give you a few ideas. That's great, Joe, I hear you say, but are there any drawbacks and is there a limit? Unfortunately, yes, there is a limit, especially if you're a director of a closed company. HMRC have not set a limit on the value of trivial benefits that an employee can receive. However, they have set a limit on the value of trivial benefits that a director of a closed company can receive. A closed company is one which is controlled by 5 or fewer shareholders. If you're a director of a closed company, then unfortunately you can only receive up to £300 of trivial benefits each year. One word of caution is that although HMRC haven't capped the level of trivial benefits that can be given to an employee, it's been whispered among accounting circles that you should really only provide an employee with one main trivial benefit each month for a maximum of 10 months in a year. If you were seen to be given trivial benefits every single month, it might be deemed and attacked by HMRC to be seen that you're actually giving an additional form of payment to your employees that's not actually trivial. Because of this, we would strongly recommend only providing trivial benefits around small occasions such as birthdays and seasonal events. If you run a business, don't forget that trivial benefits give you an ideal opportunity to provide a tax-free benefit to your employees. This is a great morale boost and something I'm sure they'll enjoy. That's all for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any content that's similar to this. If you've got any questions about trivial benefits, please leave them in the comments below and I'll be happy to help. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.